Hello again. I'm here to tell you about my last of 5 technologies. It is probably one of my favorite ones to use because it is so easy to use and it does your grading for you. It is Google Forms, but with a twist because it's a quiz. So how to do this is you log into Google and then you just go to New and page down to More, and you want to go to Google Forms, and you're going to go here instead of a blank form, you're going to say from a template. As you get to that template, you're on FHSU currently, but you want to go to this blank quiz. The other one that we have is exit ticket and assessment, or a worksheet or a course evaluation, but the one I'm talking to you about today is a blank quiz. So you click on that, and you're going to open up a blank quiz. And so at this point, you can change the name of the quiz. I'm going to call mine Chemical and Physical Changes. And then you can just start adding questions. Is chewing food a chemical or physical change? And then you just fill in your options: physical, chemical. And the key here is if you want to make sure all kids do it, you want to hit this required button right there. And then you put your answer key in. So the correct answer, chewing food, is actually a physical change because you could get the food back. And you also want to assign a point here, or 2, or 3, or 4, or whatever you want. Then to add a new question, you just click on this new question and you just keep adding. As you can see, there are different types of questions that you can ask: short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down. The one thing I would encourage you to do is to put a name spot on the quiz at some point, because it doesn't record their name. It does, but if they have a weird email address via Google, it's kind of tough. So I always just put a name spot in, and that way the kids always know. And then you can just drag and drop up to the top so it's the first question that kids see. When you are done with your quiz, let's say we only had a 1-question quiz, you click send. And so you can automatically collect the respondent's email address, which is probably a good idea. You can send them a link. This is what I always did, and shorten the URL, and then you just copy and paste and send it to the kids, or put on Canvas or Google Forms or wherever you're going to share it, and then you just hit copy and go there. Under these 3 dots here, the more, you can make a copy of this, you can move to trash, you can get a pre-filled link, you can add collaborators. This is where I would share with other chemistry teachers if we all wanted to give the same quiz. Under preferences, you can make the questions required. You can also put a default point value in, so that helps, and collect email addresses. That's always a good idea. And under settings right here, under the presentation, I always like to go there. We can show a progress bar. We can shuffle question orders. They can get a confirmation to show that they've been done. You can make it a quiz. You can release the grade either immediately or later after we review. Then the respondents can see their missed questions, correct answers, and point values. Let's say you don't want to let them see the correct answers just yet, so you can do that and then click save, and you're good to go. The other thing that you can do with this little eye is you can preview what it would look like to a kid. And you can see right there, and when they're done, they click submit. If we go back, the thing I really love about this is at the end, the responses will all be recorded right here with their grades and a breakdown of how the questions were scored, what ones they missed, how well they did. You will also be able to create a spreadsheet from those responses, which I think is really awesome. So this is using ISTE. This is using different multiple varied informative summative assessments, so 2D, we could also use 3A to have us using current technology to help make our lives easier. Thanks a lot.